And we are back. We have Janelle Zanata. I'm sorry, we have David Bowd, 30 years old. He's a stonemason, qualified at New South Wales at Ninja Playground and Fitness, where he hit the buzzer. He has an average rate of 100% completion in NCL competitions. That is unbelievable. So if we see him get through here today, he's going to hold that 100% completion rate. Pretty remarkable. Averages 17 seconds per obstacle. This guy is super quick. And actually, it's the first competitor that we've seen who's opted for that overarm approach on the rings, but now he's swapping it up and moving back to the swing through technique, and the rings have, the ring has unfortunately come off, and you have to be so careful on that obstacle. On to the balance beam. I don't know if we're going to see a DQ here. Someone may come in and advise us, but he has 40 seconds left moving through the balance obstacle that we've seen take out so many competitors. Let's go, David. "25 seconds left. If he's going to finish, he's going to have to really gun it through here. And he's just hit the edge of the star. You really have to get both hands on at the same time, or that thing is going to spin you off. It's fairly good to grip, but due to the way that it's positioned, you really got to try and nail both hands on. We've seen all the competitors who have got through it today so far have had both hands on opposite sides of that star to counter that weight out. Now, something happened here with the ring. I don't know if that's going to end up being the point where he's DQ'd. Our commissioner will let us know shortly, but regardless, David Bowd has come off on the balance obstacle, ending, sadly, his 100% completion rate in NCL competitions. Stunning statistic, nonetheless. So stoked to have him here today. And you can just see that ring coming off there. As far as I understand, the rings do need to stay on once you move off. We've seen it happen to two competitors here today. You've got to be so careful, push them all the way to the back. Up next, we have Janelle Zanata, 33 years old, real estate agent and auctioneer. I love auctioneers, Rob. They are so good at talking. We should get Janelle.
I was just thinking the same thing. We should get her up after.
Considers herself an underdog, but is known for amazing grip strength. She's a black belt in Taekwondo and has represented Australia many times over 20 years. That is so impressive.
Over 20 years, so she's been representing Australia since she was 13.
Far out.
Jeez.
Making an NCL finals debut. I hope she's going to kick this course down. Janelle Zanata.
Best of luck.
From Victoria. Here we go. Sizable crowd gathered here today. Sorry, there's been a mix-up. We have Daniel Burgess next, 33 years old, Boilermaker. Qualified through the WA season on countbacks. He's back to the NCL finals the first time since 2016. In 2016, he cleared stage 1 as well. This guy is strong, and he has hit buzzer this season. Dan the Ninja Man. Daniel Burgess, let's go. Flying through, Rob. And for competitors moving on to that balance obstacle, they want to have plenty of time left to take it slow and steady. And Daniel really putting the guns on here so that he can afford to take that time to move through the balance obstacle. Competitors have to be so careful with those rings so that they stay on. Daniel, and he's just applied a little bit of weight onto that right beam. And we've seen how careful you got to be there, Rob. How many competitors has this happened to today,
We've watched the successful ones that have gone through, and you can see They just are so steady
So
on those
slow
magnets.
as well. You've got to move really slow through this. It's more than balance. It's a bit of a mind game, this obstacle. Daniel, unfortunately, coming off on the balance obstacle. A brilliant effort, nonetheless. And he had plenty of time to get through there.
Now, Rory, I don't know if you know this, but I actually dated a magnet once. She was very attractive.
First time we've seen magnets being used at the NCL final. Up next, Brad McWilliam.
Known as Spidey Brad, making his NCL
Spidey
finals
Brad.
debut. I tell you what, he's got some good stats. He's 92% completion rate.
Spidey Brad, second obstacle, spider wall. He's going to be right at home.
Best of luck, Brad.
He has hit a buzzer this season, completed 92% of the course on average. Fantastic effort. And he competes in obstacle course racing as well. Bit of a veteran of the scene. Big lad as well, 5'11". Spidey Brad. Let's see what you got. Brad McWilliam, I love that name, Brad McWilliam. It's got a ring to it, athlete ring to it.
Not as good as Spidey Brad. Spidey Brad takes on the Spidey wall.
Spidey Brad, making the spider wall look easy.
I tell you what, he's going to be in a fantastic position if he gets onto the platform with 1 minute 40 to remain. And he's basically done it. He's looking comfortable.
Ooh, very careful with that ring there. It was super close to the edge. He's being careful to push them all the way to the back, keep them on, and the rings have stayed on, and he is through to our bogey obstacle.
The magnetic balance.
We really want to see him nail this, and come on. Ah, unfortunately, Brad has come unstuck on the balance obstacle. You hate to see it, Rob.
You do, especially when competitors are looking so strong. I mean, there was still a minute left on the clock. There was more than enough time to hit the buzzer, but it's just... Balance is the bane of every ninja's existence.
So hard.
As soon as someone says balance in competition, every ninja just kind of goes, oh, God. It's the one thing
I would
that
know firsthand, season 2 of Australian Ninja Warrior. I came off on both balance obstacles.
Which obstacle is that? The spinning one?
Spinning log.
Yeah.
Haunts me to
But
this
anyway,
day.
up next, we have Andrew Cobb. He's a sports physio making his NCL finals debut, qualified in the Victoria qualifier, 5'11". And I tell you what, if I'm looking that good at 40, I'd be pretty happy.
Oh, yeah. This guy is fit. Make no mistake. You can see those biceps popping out from his Under Armour. Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew Cobb. I love that bit of a gazelle hop through the quadruple steps.
Very prowess. Now, tell you what, Andrew's looking very comfortable, but I don't know if he can be comfortable on a speed course. Making it through the ring toss, still minute 30 to go. I think he's in for pretty good shape, pretty good time at the moment.
Lovely.
Actually. There'll still be plenty of time for him to make sure that he can take a breather for the balance.
And that was very cautious. He looks back to make sure that ring stays on. Glad to see it. Plenty of time to go, lots of time. Over a minute left. He can afford to take it slow and steady here.
And that's what you've got to do on the balance. You've got to slow it right down, be comfortable. If you need to go back to the platform, go back to the platform, reset.
Lovely. He's looking real smooth here, Rob.
So you can see with those magnets, you've got to be careful. And still with 40 seconds on the clock, that's definitely within finish time frame.
Fantastic work. And
he's
he
made it
is through our bogey obstacle.
I'd call it and say the balance is probably the hardest obstacle in stage one, would you say?
Absolutely.
Or
and interestingly,
I think there might be a bit of a flag review, but he's doing really well. He's going up the steps. And we've got 18 seconds on the clock. He really needs to fasten through this right now.
Andrew Cobb, 10
seconds to go.
10
come on, Andrew.
seconds.
Let's
come
push
on.
through. Come on. You You've got to get up that wall. Go, go, go. Come on.
5,
5, 3, 2. Come on, Andrew. Get up there. Hit the buzzer.
He's just hit it.
1 minute, 40 seconds left on the
Far
clock.
out. That was the tightest finisher that we've seen so far.
Tell you what.
Andrew Cobb, 1 second left on the clock.
Tell you what, my heart is pounding for that man right now.
Far out. Andrew Cobb.
Great effort.
Just making
NCL
it through.
Finals debut and hits a buzzer.
And he's through to stage 2. That was so tight. I didn't know if he was going to finish there, Rob. And we've been advised by the commissioner there was a flag on the way he gripped the star. Now, this does not necessarily mean a disqualification. There's just going to be a video review here. And the question comes down to whether or not he grabbed the metal part at the top of the star.
Obviously, as commentators, we are unable to make a decision. But the rule states that you are able to touch the cone of the top of the star, but you're not able to touch or handle the bolt at the top of the cone. So they're just going through the replay now, and they're going to make a call on whether or not we're safe or not.
And the officials are just reviewing the video footage here as to whether or not this would count as a disqualification. Andrew Cobb. We're waiting to hear our verdict.
Tell you what, that finished with 1 second to go. Great work. So still waiting that final decision from the referee. Still going over the footage, Rory.
I remember there was we had some controversial disqualifications last year.
Didn't bode well with the online.
Still waiting to hear the verdict on Andrew Cobb's run. Now, these rules are in place for a reason. Oftentimes, the metal attachment to the hold is easier to grab.
But it's also a safety concern as well, Rory. I mean, you put your finger in that hold.
Oh yeah, it's going to hurt. And we've received word, official word, unfortunately, upon video review, Andrew Cobb has been disqualified.
That is very unfortunate, Rory.
You can see his hand there just grabbing that top metal bit and sliding through. You have to be so careful on where you grab that star. Bad luck, Andrew. Thank you so much for coming down today. Phenomenal effort nonetheless.
That's a great effort. Just extremely unfortunate.
Yeah. Moving on, up next we have David Lack, engineering apprentice, qualified at the Queensland qualifier at Terrain Training, making his NCL finals debut. David Lack.
We have David Lack on the platform. Engineering apprentice making his NCL final debut. Let's go, David. flying through the quadruple steps onto the spider wall. Now, was chatting with David earlier. He does have a bit of a wrist injury, but that didn't seem to slow him down whatsoever. Doing great for time at the moment. Onto the ring toss with 20 seconds in. Could see one of our fast finishes. And onto the balance with 1 minute 20 left remaining. Enough time to reset, stop, and compose. Using the most popular technique from today's competition. Plenty of time. Oh, no. Unlucky, David. Very good effort. And up next, we've got Matt Filippi. He's hit many NCL buzzers this season. Completed at the NCL Finals 2018, where he cleared stage 1, but fell on the wing nuts in stage 2. Has a twin brother, Luke. He's appeared on season 2 and 3 of Australian Ninja Warrior, and also appeared on Big Brother. He is a very fit man. He's an absolute weapon. Best luck, Matt. Straight onto the jungle ropes, looking really strong coming through this. And straight onto the ring toss with 20 seconds in. On for a great time. Onto the balance, quickly wiping his shoes, making sure there's nothing on there. Enhance the grip. There's plenty of time to stop and reset. He's looking very comfortable. Again, I think this is the most popular technique moving forward. Unfortunately, the magnet just came undone. You've got to be so careful with those. Unlucky, Matty. We just watched that replay, Rory, where unfortunately just came unstuck on the magnets again.
You hate to see it. Matt Filippi. He's a huge dude. You just have to be so careful. And he was being careful, and his hand just hits it there.
And he was doing good for time. Just unfortunate.
Oh, he's smiling in good spirits. He's a happy guy. I love that he was on Big Brother. Up next,
we've got Josh McAllan, qualified through the WA season at Ninja Academy. Hit his first NCL buzzer this season, made his NCL Finals debut in 2018, and he's an account manager. He's going to manage his way through Course 1 pretty well, I think.
Josh McAllan. Let's see what you got.
Flying through the quadruple steps, straight onto the spider walk. Making it almost look a bit easy.
He's a big lad. Plenty of time left. And we're seeing so many strong competitors come out on little errors, like what we just saw happen to Matt.
What do you think about taking your time to chalk up before the ring toss?
The rings are pretty grippy. They're not too bad to hold.
Because, you know, you lose 5 seconds by chalking up, so it really impacts your run. But I tell you what, even that, he's doing well for time, being at the balance at 1:10 to go.
Here we go. Josh McAllan onto our rogue bogey obstacle. You can see competitors from later in the day looking on. Looking for any beta that they can get from these early runners.
Plenty of time to take your time, take your time. No need to rush it. So you can use yourself to stabilize there as long as you don't use those black poles.
Lovely work getting that down. Lovely work. Now he just needs to get over it. Come on. Oh, has he come unstuck here? Has he come unstuck?
Oh, no. But a spectacular dive.
It was a great finish. But the balance obstacle claiming another victim, Josh McAllan.
That's so unlucky.
And he did such a good job.
He did the hardest part. He did the hardest part.
Last year, he was defeated by the pegway to heaven. This year, he comes off on the magnet rail.
It's definitely the most challenging obstacle in the first stage.
Up next, Luke Williams. He's a gym owner, qualified at Base Camp in South Australia, the owner of Base Camp, in fact, and an NCL qualifier affiliate.
Impressive resume.
Oh yeah, guy's been here the past 2 years as well, but been unable to attend. He's qualified the past 2 years rather, but been unable to attend. But he's also a 2-time Australian Ninja Warrior Grand Finalist. I mean, this guy, he's a big rig, Rob. Averages 15 seconds per obstacle.
100% completion rate, though.
Far out. I want to see him go all the way.
Statistically speaking, he can't fail.
He has to. He has never failed. Oh, he can do no wrong.
And he's in for good time.
That's how you do it. Anyone looking on. This guy is a big dog at the Big Dog Kennel.
And we can see Osgrip there on the sidelines. I mean, unmatched quality, handmade in Melbourne, which is just amazing. Custom colours available across the whole range. Red, blue, yellow, green, orange.
It's lovely having someone bring such high quality to the grip scene.
And incorporate them in the course as well. It's fantastic.
Yeah. We're going to see a lot of their grips on stage 2 and 3 tomorrow. Right now,
Luke Williams doing well for time. 50 seconds still on the clock. If he gets through this, we could... And he does. We could see another finish.
Work from
straight
wasting
onto the
no
flying
time.
squirrel.
He has plenty of time left. Ooh. And we saw him just manage to stick. He hit one hand and then swung the other one in.
With 35 seconds, this
you
is a no-brainer.
His 100% completion.
Statistically,
he's got to finish.
He's going to hit the buzzer. He has to.
It's a certainty at this point. Ooh, opting for the one-hand approach. Very risky. I haven't seen anyone do that yet, but he manages to keep it on.
He managed to pull it off. 15 seconds on the clock.
Bam! And there it is. The crowd is going crazy. Luke Williams.
What an absolute weapon. Maintains his 100% completion rate.
I think we are witnessing the emergence of a legend. Oh, and look at him hyping up the cameras. Luke Williams from South Australia. 2-time Australian Ninja Warrior Grand Finalist. Also 2-time NCL Finalist qualifier. Finally makes it across for this event and shows us he means business. You love to see it.
Rory, has anyone beaten Judith Carroll?
I don't think so yet.
I don't think anyone's taken her out.
I'd love to see a breakdown of the times when we can get it up.
That would be great to see.
Luke Williams bringing it home. Wonderful effort from the big lad himself. Up next, someone pretty special here, Rob.
He's an absolute gentleman, isn't he?
One of the loveliest guys that we know, part of the King's Only crew of breakdancers. Now, let me tell you something about breakdancers. These guys have core strength. Oh, man.
Well, you know he's got core strength because he competed in the National Ninja League World Champions
Far
at
out.
the beginning of the year.
These guys have serious core strength. His name, Leonard Hermawan.
100% course completion average.
He's such a weapon.
Statistically, he needs to hit a buttress as well.
He's a real humble dude.
He is. He's
Humble
just an
guy.
absolute gentleman.
Humble guy, King's Only Crew. Breakdancer. He's been on season 3 of Australian Ninja Warrior. 100% course completion. He's hit the buzzer before.
Let's go, Lennon.
And he's off. Also competed at the NNL World Championships in 2019, Rob. Very impressive dude. Look at the pace he's putting up.
I'll tell you what, he's doing a spectacular time at the moment.
He's got a Spurs jersey there. That's the San Antonio Spurs, not the Tottenham Hotspurs.
And obviously he competed at the National Ninja League, and today the top 15 men and the top 15 women will be able to compete in February in North Carolina.
Amazing.
And we're onto the balance. Plenty of time left on the clock. He can take it easy here.
Let's go. Leonard Hermawan, plenty of time left. I would love to see this guy through to stage 2 and 3. Going for the window approach. Cautious step through. He's doing a real good job here. And he's through.
He's absolutely smashed this. I tell you what, is that the first successful window that we've seen?
That was such a high catch. I think we're going to see a break of the time here.
I think we're going to see a break of the #1 time.
Absolutely. And people on the live stream saying it can be done in under a minute. I still don't know about that, but Leonard's showing us
far out.
The time can be absolutely
with 41 seconds on the clock. He's absolutely smashed it. I don't think the cameraman could even keep up with that.
By far our fastest finisher. Leonard Hermawan, what an absolute weapon. A breakdancer.
And tell you what, he competed in the National Ninja League. They've just commented on the post. They're probably watching it today.
Hey, that's us.
He could even make it there again for 2020.
Some of the replays from last year racking up over 100,000 views on YouTube over the course of this year. I think we're going to see some spectacular stuff across today and tomorrow. Leonard Hermawan, what an effort. That is how you do it. He makes it look so easy. He really does. What a rocket. It's so good. Some of these stronger guys, you know that they can just crush stage 2 and 3. And they're coming off on the balance obstacle. And Leonard showing if you just take your time, do it right, pick a strategy, stick to it, take your time, you can get through. We're going to see more of him.
I mean, I think his strategy was just to blitz it. And he smashed it.
Amazing effort. Nicknamed the Lion, King's Only Crew.
And I like how the 100% course completion is staying true to their word.
Oh, yeah.
It's no lie.
Up next, we have Sarah Blackmore, gymnastics coach from Victoria.
Now, they drove over here with Flashland the Ashland.
How good is that?
How good. But right now, we'll run through the last 10. We've seen some epic finishes with 2 finishes in the last 10. I mean, what's MVP right now?
Oh, Leonard Hermawan. Absolutely blitzing the course. 1:18. Are you serious?
We're definitely going to see sub 60 seconds for sure.
I'd love to see it. I'll tell you what. I don't think we will, Rob. But if we do.
And look, unfortunate result for Andrew Cobb. He competed, he did very, very well, but unfortunately got the DQ.
Just going to take a short break now for a word from our sponsor. We'll be right back.
And I think we might be back.
We are back.
Baby,
Sarah
come
Blackmore.
Baby, come back.
The boys are back in town.
And this is why you're a musician. Obviously, up in the host box, we got Rory Smith, Elk Road. But right now, we got Sarah Blackmore, who's come all the way over from Victoria with her partner, Ashlyn the Flashland Herbert, making her NCL Finals debut. Had surgery earlier this year, but she's been working her butt off getting ready for the finals, and I'm excited to see what you've got. Let's go.
Rob, you're no stranger to the competing after having a surgery.
No. Well,
You can see her arm is still up there.
4 surgeries in the last 18 months I've had, but
Far out.
I tell you what, I'm not sure what Sarah's done to her elbow, I'm assuming, but
Ooh,
to be up on
bit
the
of trouble
spinal,
there.
she's doing an exceptional job. Looking really strong. NCL Finals debut. Really working on her rehab. Looking really strong on the jungle ropes coming through. And that's the way you got to do it. You just got to be really rough and pull that rope across.
Plenty of time.
Straight onto the ring toss.
Plenty of time remaining.
And you know what? The time's pretty good. We could definitely see a finish out of Sarah.
Let's go, Sarah Blackmore. And that arm
Makes me worried.
is looking strong.
I want to know what's happened.
Looking real strong. You got to applaud her for competing today. Anyone who's come back from an injury knows how hard it can be.
Especially driving all the way over from Victoria as well.
Oh, yeah.
And we're onto the balance.
45 seconds left. She can still finish, but it's going to be tight, real tight, and she's going to need to get through this really quickly.
At 5'5", she could even take the window approach.
Let's go. Let's go, Sarah. Nice and easy. Ooh, you can see if you just tap that lower one, the other beam moves. She's gone underneath, and she's through.
Come on.
Come on, Sarah Blackmore.
Come on, Sarah, hold it. You've got it. You've got it.
Yes, she's
Fantastic.
through.
20 seconds. We've really got to push it.
20 seconds left on the
We've got to get
clock.
onto this star. Come on. Come on, Sarah.
Oh, I worry we're going to see a timeout here, Rob. 10 seconds left.
Let's go. Come on.
She's really got to fly. I don't know. I don't know if she has the time left.
Let's go. Come on. We've got 5 seconds left. Let's go. Move it.
And unfortunately,
straight onto the devil steps.
Just running out of time
on the first devil step.
as she hit the devil step.
But I tell you what an effort.
And that's the first competitor we've seen run out of time. You know she's strong enough to finish, but just a little bit too much time there on those first obstacles.
What an exceptional effort. She did so well. She had surgery earlier this year as well. Tell you what, that's a great effort from Sarah, and we're going to see her partner up, Flashland the Ashland,
a little bit later on today. She made it through with that time limit, just sneaking up. You really can't afford any time to waste here. It does make Leonard's run look all the more impressive. That was insane. I can't wait to see the replay of that. And you can see Sarah here opting to go underneath, and she came out, but just a little bit too much time to get through that. Fantastic effort from Sarah Blackmore. We know she's strong enough to go all the way. But that 2-minute time limit
there was
is
just an extra 30 seconds, but
so close.
But I tell you what, fantastic effort.
Up next, Neven Antic, 36-year-old, huge, tallest competitor. Taller than even
At
Ben
6'6".
Paulson. Far out.
And an NCL final debut.
He's also got a 100% clear rate.
That's
averages
what I love.
11 seconds per obstacle. Are you serious?
We want to see a sub 60 seconds. Let's
Here we
go, Neven.
Neven Antic, ladies and gentlemen.
Tell you what, 6'6", you could probably just jump over the balance.
That's a good point worth noting. You don't even need to touch the magnets if you don't want to. We've seen some of the competitors today manage to get through it.
Some taking the window approach, which,
yeah.
oh, look, I personally think is one of the
You think
hardest.
that's the winner? What are you going to try?
I think I'm going to have to go over it. It makes sense to pull the magnets down to where the base is, because that's where the most strength is, and you've got to play to your strengths. But anyway, on to Neven, doing an exceptional job. Just looking really small.
Plenty of time left. Plenty of time.
Looking really composed.
His NCL finals debut, but taking it on like a veteran here. Plenty of time if he can move through this obstacle. What is he going to try? Ooh, just nudging that left one there a little bit, and the bottom thing nearly popped off.
It's my favourite technique, I'll tell you what, Rory.
It's probably the safest way to do it for the really tall competitors.
And he's through with 38 seconds to go. I mean, we could see another finish here.
Absolutely could.
We've got a quick shout out to one of our listeners tuning in, Lisa Cook. Apparently she's loving the commentary of the two of us. How fantastic.
Thank you, Lisa. Let's go, Neven.
Now, did we say 100% completion rate?
I think he's going to stick to that
holding
statistic,
true
but
to it.
That clock is ticking, Rob, and he's going for the hand match approach.
We really need to go
hand
here.
Match.
We've got 10 seconds.
He's got to get a move on. 9, 8, 7, 6. Oh, and he's just come off.
It's the speed pressure.
First person we've seen come off on that unstable bridge. For listeners who aren't familiar, if you grab one side of it, it's just going to flip you to that side. You've got to stick both hands at the same time.
Because it becomes unstable.
And Neven getting so close to making it through to stage 2. And just coming off on the unstable bridge with a few seconds left on the clock. Unlucky, but a fantastic effort from Neven Antic.
Up next we have no stranger to NCL competition, Miriam Gaulton, qualified through the WA season at Ninja Academy, and she's competed on the first season of Australian Ninja Warrior. Let's go, Mizza.
Members of the gym, of course, recognise Miriam. She competed in the finals in 2016 where she was defeated by the monkey pegs on stage 1. Well, there's no monkey pegs today. A vet nurse defeated by the monkey. You hate to see it. But I think she's going to go a lot further today. She's very strong. Let's go, Miriam Gaulton.
I tell you what though, this spider was looking to become very slippery. But she's getting through it, she's making it look
a lot easier than it was. The more competitors that go through it, the more sweat builds up on it. We do, of course, have people cleaning the obstacles, resetting them in between each run. But there's only so much you can do.
The shoes do look a little slippery though.
She's going to need to get a move on here, Rob.
1 minute 25. Really need to get through these jungle ropes and onto the ring toss. Let's go, Miz.
She may have gotten herself stuck here, and that clock just keeps ticking. I don't know if she's going to have enough time to finish the course, even if she manages to get out of this.
Position. Yeah, there we go. It's a hard one to get out of.
Trying to hook that other rope in with her legs, and she's unfortunately just come off there.
Unfortunate.
On the rope jungle. Happens to the best of us. Miriam Gaulton. Her third NCL finals appearance, unfortunately. That's the end of her NCL campaign for 2019. It was so good to have her here. Thank you so much, Miriam Gaulton. Up next, we have Ivan Toh, Director of Ninja SG and Climbing Asia. Wow, this guy looks strong.
I tell you what, he's got a climbing background, and he's an international wildcard from Singapore. I think he's going to be a very strong competitor for this weekend.
We saw NCL finals get won by a wild card last year, Matt Reddo taking it out.
And we know climbers, they're one of the best on the ninja course.
These guys are so fit. Look at that forearm definition on Ivan.
He's looking good.
He's looking so strong.
Oh my, he's 43 years old. If I'm looking that good for 43, I tell you what, let's go, Ivan.
Ivan Toh taking off here on stage 1. Climbing background. Ivan Ivan Toh.
40. So, 6 more.
Seeing a wide range of footwear this year. Some competitors opting for that. The webbed toe, which gives you a little bit more feel.
Tell you what, he's looking strong.
He's looking real strong. Look at that lock off.
He's just doing lock off.
First person we've seen lock off.
You can tell he's a climber
rings.
because look how comfortable he looks with it as well.
Oh yeah. Shoulder strength through the roof. Got to be careful to push those rings all the way in.
Now 1 minute
Lovely
10.
work.
Look, there's still plenty of time. I just don't think we can afford 40 seconds on the balance.
No.
We really need to get through it. Oh, it needed. Oh, Ivan.
Such a shame. Some of the strongest
Looking
competitors.
so strong.
Yeah, coming off on that balance. It really is the great divider.
But I think what I found, and even with Australian Ninja Warrior as well, is the climbers are so strong and their lock-off strength is so strong, but a lot of them come unstuck on the balance.
As soon as your legs come into it. Ivan Toh, unfortunately, our wild card coming off on stage 1. So good to have had him here. Thank you so much for competing, Ivan Toh. We really hope to have you back next year. He was looking like he was on for a finals finish there.
I thought he was a shoo-in.
Oh, up next, an absolute local legend.
And gentleman.
Oh, he's an arborist. So you know he's strong. This guy climbs trees for a living.
I tell you what, we all know Drew Dreschel. He is the only Australian to have beat Drew Dreschel in a competition.
In any ninja competition.
It's insane. This guy is incredibly strong. I have high hopes for him this season.
Weapon Central. I hope you got your gun license, because here comes Donny Byrne.
Look at this handsome man.
Now, Rob and I have had the absolute privilege to train with Donny personally.
We just can't keep up.
He'll disappear for a month at a time from the gym, come back and say, oh, I'm so unfit, boys. Then he'll get on the climbing wall and flash a V7. Absolute
Let's go, Donny.
Weapon. Donny Byrne, the last ninja standing at this competition in 2017. He's one of the all-time MVPs.
He's got an 87 course completion rate, but to be honest, I don't see this being any issue for him at all.
Also, you'd have to say Donny Byrne, he's a handsome guy.
He is a handsome guy.
Handsome guy. He grows a good beard.
He does. He's got a lovely family.
Yeah.
Lovely family.
Grows a good beard, grows a good forearm.
I tell you what, this is his 4th straight NCL finals. He's appeared on season 1 and season 3 of Australian Ninja Warrior. He's an absolute weapon.
Keeping those rings in. Donny taking his time. He does have time here. Here we go.
Really need to take your time on
Minute
this
15,
balance.
getting zen. Look at that concentration. Donny Byrne. I've seen him practicing the balance obstacles before, and he's going for the step over.
Tell you what, he has got a great set of hair. He's looking really comfortable, And he's going to have no issue with any of these other obstacles coming up. We got 45 seconds left on the clock.
He's absolutely fast enough. Let's go, Donny. He does have the advantage of being one of the local competitors. Some of these holds he's seen before. He's seen the star before, for instance. He's seen the devil steps.
And he's going to have no issue in getting up and down these devil steps.
Look at that.
But I mean, the unstable bridge, someone recently fallen off it.
Blazing speed. He has enough time to make sure he doesn't make a mistake here. He can take it easy. There we go, Donny Byrne.
One more, Donny, come on.
Just about through.
Let's go.
Lovely.
And 15
Lovely
seconds
work.
on the clock. He's going to cruise through straight up for the buzzer. Fantastic work, Donny. Local legend.
Donny Byrne, one of the all-time NCL legends, of course, winning this comp in 2017. One of the only Australians to ever beat Drew Dreschel in any comp. Donny Byrne, 34 years old. Here he is, showing. He's back. He's back, baby. He'll be here, stage 2 and 3 tomorrow.
So we have the National Ninja League saying that we can confirm Drew hasn't been beaten in the National Ninja League competition since at least season 3 Worlds.
Far out. Donny
which
Byrne
means
did
Donny
it.
is one of the only recent competitors to beat him in a
tell
long
you,
time.
A few weeks ago on the climbing wall, trying a super hard climb, I had both hands on, both legs on. It was a hard move. I couldn't do it for the life of me. Donny walks over in sand shoes, grabs the hold with one arm and pulls himself up. just to check it out.
He's a weapon.
He's so strong. This guy, he climbs up trees.
He's a fan favourite.
Climbs up trees and cuts down beehives. He's an absolute badass.
He's just trying to cut down a beehive without going up a tree hard enough. But obviously replacing those bees in a safe location, because bees are very important to the environment.
We love
Rory.
our bees here in Australia. Donny Byrne, fantastic. Cannot wait to see him crushing stage 2 tomorrow. Up next, Andrew McDonald, our only Tasmanian competitor.
With a 100% clear rate of all obstacles, making his NCL final debut, representing Tasmania, Carpenter.
So good. We do love our Tassies. A beautiful place, Tasmania. Let's go, Andrew McDonald.
Andrew McDonald looking really strong. I'm sure that half of Tasmania is probably tuning in right now to see their representative take on the Ninja Challenge League 2019 finals.
Make an excellent time here. Excellent time through those rings. And he's on to the toughest obstacle of stage 1.
Now, apparently, we gave a bit of a shout-out before to Lisa Cook, and she didn't even hear us. Jeez, that won't be happening again.
Shout out also to Adam Kenner, wherever he is in the world.
Tuning in
beloved
worldwide.
NCL legend. Let's go, Andrew McDonald.
Looking really comfortable. Oh,
Ooh,
and he's
just comes off. He was so
I
close.
thought he was going to make the jump.
So close and plenty of time left on the clock. It's so unlucky. Andrew McDonald coming unstuck. And Tasmania are out of the competition, unfortunately. He was so close. He got through the hardest part, just had to bring it home, but his center of gravity came off. Very unfortunate. Fantastic effort from Andrew McDonald. Up next,
Graham Payne. Now, what's interesting about Graham Payne is he started competing in ninja competitions this year because his daughter asked him to, and he hit a buzzer in his debut. What a family man.
How good is that? How good is that? First interstate ninja to arrive in Perth for the NCL finals.
Let's go, Graham. Well done. Congratulations on your NCL final debut. Graham Payne, he's looking really good. Just needs to get this ring up on there. Looking really strong. 1 minute 30 in. I tell you what, for a man that's only just started competing in Ninja this year, he's doing an exceptional job. He's basically nearly locking off every time.
He's no stranger to the gym, though. Look at the size of those arms.
He's 49 years old. Some of the competitors he is today, I just absolutely amaze me. Now, this is my favorite technique. And he's just going to rush it right the way through. Nice work. I tell you what, Graham Payne is a strong contender to hit a buzzer today.
He is killing it.
Time's looking good. 45 seconds left.
Plenty of time left. If he can stick the star, I think he's going to go all the way.
And then, I mean, the only final move after this is the unstable bridge.
Let's go. Graham Payne. We know he's definitely strong enough for the devil steps. Let's hope he doesn't make any little errors here. Graham Payne flying through.
He's going to get all the way through with 20 seconds left on the clock.
Oh, how good is this guy?
What a legend.
Oh, Graham Payne.
What a fox.
49 years old. NCL final debut. Hits
And
a buzzer.
buzzers.
Makes it look easy. Makes it look like he's a veteran of the scene. Only started competing this year. Graham Payne, look at him. Weapon. Absolute weapon. Waves to the
Absolutely
camera.
killed it.
We're going to see him tomorrow on stage 2.
I want to see what this guy has.
Graham Payne. Giving Olivia Vivian a big hug there. Great effort. Oh, I can't wait for stage 2 tomorrow. Of course,
it's going to be a forearm burner.
For our audience tuning in from around the world, stage 2 tomorrow. Very, very difficult. Much harder obstacles. Things that are really going to gas you out.
6-minute time limit, I believe, tomorrow.
You've got a lot more time to get through it. It's not a speed run. It's a mind game. You can see Matt Redho on the sideline warming up. Our champion from last year. So good to have him here from Malaysia. We can't wait to see him run later today. Graham Payne, in the meantime, showing that buzzer can be hit, and he's here to hit it. Up
Still
next.
can't get over 49 years old debut. Wow.
Check this name out, Rob. Morris Esposito. Love it.
I feel like there could be a song about this guy.
Esposito.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Lab technician from New South Wales.
Another NCL final debut this season.
He qualified at the New South Wales qualifier. He's yet to hit a buzzer, but I think we're going to see it today. Morris Esposito, ladies and gentlemen. Here he is. Morris cruising through the spider walk.
I tell you what, making his NCL debut, 47 years of age, just proves that age is not an issue at all.
Not a factor. If you treat your body well throughout your life, you end up looking like Morris at 47.
And I tell you what, fun fact, the average age of competitors is 31 and a half years old.
So good.
With 62 of the competitors being over the age of 30.
Look at this guy go. Gritting his way through it, but that clock...
It's ticking.
The clock she ticketh, Rob.
Now we've got 55 seconds on the clock. He can definitely still make a finish from here, but we just got to be a little bit more careful of time on the balance. Can't afford that 30 seconds, even 20 seconds. Just got to get through.
That time's ticking down, and I'm worried, even if he gets through here, he might not have enough time to finish. 40 seconds left on the clock. Let's go, Morris.
Yeah, look, 30 seconds is enough to get through the final 3 obstacles. But really pushing it with 25. Come on.
Oh, I think that's the third person we've seen that happen to, where they smash their way through the hardest part of the obstacle and just come unstuck on that last bit. It's very hard to keep your balance as you step past it. A fantastic effort.
Great effort by Morris. He was looking really strong up until that point.
He was looking so strong, wasn't he? And he did have enough time there to get through. We've seen that happen to so many people today. Unlucky, Morris Esposito. The Ken doll is in the building. Nevio has arrived. You have to say the most handsome member of the Ninja Academy. Apart from you, Rob.
He must be the second most.
Up next, Li Hua.
Now appeared on season 3 of Australian Ninja Warrior and season 5 of Sasuke. Woo. Vietnam. Now that's obviously where the whole thing originated from, so
oh yeah,
he's going back to his roots on that one.
This is pretty cool. Comes from a bicycle tricking background.
That is cool. I'd love to see some footage of that.
we have some renowned BMXers sitting near us in the commentary box, Josh McMurray and Will Eden. Li Hua, engineer, 6 feet tall. He's got a side business selling and making fishing lures. Cool. There he goes. Boy, this guy looks lean and mean. Li Hua.
Flying through the quadruple steps, straight onto the spider wall. Getting through it with ease as well. 15 seconds in. Straight through the jungle ropes. Tell you what, we could see a really good time here. Yeah, skipping a peg. That's the way to do it on the ring toss.
Li Hua.
And tell you what, he's on a pretty good time. 1 minute 20.
He does. This guy looks like the kind of guy when you rock up at a climbing gym where you don't know anyone.
Oh, he just sends it.
He's the dude in the corner just sending. He's got that body type for maximum send.
Now he's 6 foot, so he's definitely not going to go the window technique, but being 6 foot
step over.
would make it a lot more difficult to duck under it as well. So
much time on the clock here.
He's looking really comfortable. I mean, he's made appearances on Sasuke, Australian Ninja Warrior.
Lovely work.
Just one leap.
Boom, Li Hua. Plenty of time left on the clock, full 40 seconds. Sticks the star with ease, and he's flying through onto the devil steps. Look at this, he's putting up a pace.
I don't even think he's breaking a sweat so far.
Man.
He's just ready to take on.
This guy is
Stage
fit.
2.
Oh, you see that leap there, Rob?
Didn't even need the unstable
Unbelievable.
bridge.
So much time
and
left
he's
on the
going to do it
clock.
with 22 seconds left. What an absolute legend.
Oh, hell yeah, Li Hua. 39 years old.
He doesn't even look like he just competed.
That was a walk in the park for him. Can't wait to see what this guy's going to do on stage 2 and 3 tomorrow. Li Hua giving Ben Paulson a big hug.
Wow.
Our bicycle
be careful with
tricker.
Tash. He is known to break noses when you get too close. So be careful.
Veteran of the Ninja Warrior circuit, Li Hua. Great effort.
Now, Rory, imagine if your last name was Mischief. I mean, it's not, and neither is this man. But who's up next, Rory? Who do we have?
Michael Mischefski.
What a name. Mischefski.
Personal trainer, 29 years old.
Another NCL final debut.
Oh yeah, from the base camp as well. We've seen some strong competitors out of the base camp this year.
Tell you what, base camp, yeah. Look, they're really strong, all of them.
Travelled to New South Wales. Made sure he qualified for the finals because then he flew to SA for another qualifier, and he has hit a buzzer this season.
Tell you what, this is our first competitor in quite a while that's actually under 30 years old.
Li Hua dismantling the warp wall there. Boom. Such a good effort.
That was a great effort. Michael up on the starting block. NCL final debut. Let's go.
Michael Mischefski. Michael Mischefski taking off.
Oh, wow. Wow.
What a
He's absolutely
rocket. This
speeding
guy
through this.
is flying through,
I
not
want
even
to see,
10
I want to see
seconds
60
down.
seconds left on the
Are
clock.
you
Come
serious?
on. Let's go. Straight onto the ring toss. 15 seconds in.
Are you
This has got to be
serious?
the fastest time to date. Come on, Michael. One more. Let's go. And he's onto the balance with 30 seconds left.
Oh my word,
He's
Michael, he has
slow it down
so
a bit,
much
slow
time
it down
here.
a bit on the balance.
But he's still gunning it, Rob. He's absolute.
And this is,
no.
you've got to slow it down on the balance. You can't rush
You
it.
got to use that time. Unfortunately, Michael just coming off there. Apply a little bit of weight. It pushes the other magnet off. You have to be so careful. He had so much time. He could have afforded to slow it down there.
He was looking so strong. That's the fastest to the balance we've seen all day.
That was, and that's probably going to be a lesson to the competitors coming up later today. Take your time with the strength obstacles. Sorry, you don't need to take your time with the strength obstacles, but take your time
on the balance.
With the balance obstacles.
Most definitely.
Now we just have an announcement to make. All of the competitors for the teens and pre-teens comp, can you please head through to the children's area? That's the teens and pre-teens. Thank you. Also going to give a shout out to our sponsor, Aussie Grip. Let me tell you a little bit about Aussie Grip. These guys are the real deal. Over 20 different holds in their range. Some of the coolest holds I've ever seen, Rob. Some really fantastic stuff. Each hold is made with the finest of care and detail. We're so lucky to have them here today.
And, you know, we'll be seeing them on stage 3 where the Devil Cones are going to be making an appearance, and I believe they actually haven't appeared before, and they're a perfect addition to stage 3. And
so
I believe
exciting to have
that you're
them
able
here.
to actually get them after and during the event.
You can get holds of all different colors: red, blue, yellow, green, orange, violet, gray, and black. Or you can get 2 colors, combine them, make some unique holds, make your gym stand out. Unmatched in quality. Aussie Grips, attention to detail second to none from these guys. Can't wait to see some of the stuff they've given us tomorrow. Thank you.
Chuck them a follow on Instagram.
Aussie Grips. Also with one of the coolest promo videos I've ever seen. We're going to have a look at our leaderboard now for stage 1.
Of course, number 1, Leonard. Absolutely flew through the course. Leapwa. Just too quick. Didn't even look like he was actually breaking a sweat.
Judith Carroll.
Mr. Exam to compete today. Huge.
Weapon Central.
Freddie Dorrington, 3rd in the UK, 1st in Australia, 5th of the leaderboard at the moment. Luke Williams, another standout. Eddie Burrell. Look, Donny makes an appearance. Rayner, Simon Martin. These are all strong athletes going into stage 2.
So many strong competitors here this year. What a stacked field.
And there are more.
So we've had 12 finishes so far.
Adam Chadbird, Graham Draper, great efforts by them all.
12 finishes out of our first 40 competitors.
Unfortunate.
So it's about a little over 1 in 4.
Unfortunate with Neven falling on the unstable bridge there.
Very unfortunate.
Yeah, Sarah.
That balance obstacle proving to be the absolute pinnacle of
the ninja killer.
wipeoutness. Yeah. The Ninja Slayer. Ninjas spending so much time training their grip. And you got to train your ankles too. This is a whole body sport. Neglect no body part.
Especially the ankles.
Except triceps. You can neglect triceps.